Kirill from Florida. Kirill, you're on the line with Jimmy and Jovan. How are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm doing all right. Just
Kirill, are
another
you
day,
driving?
another dollar. No, I'm in my apartment just chilling, watching
Okay, it
the
sounded like
stock
driving
market
for a sec there.
slowly rise.
Where in Florida are you from,
and
Kirill?
the federal rate slowly. Which part am I from?
Yeah, which part of Florida? You don't have to be specific, but.
Oh, 305 Miami. You already know.
Okay, I avoid Miami like the plague.
I think. Oh wait, what was that?
I said I avoid Miami like it's the plague.
Oh, I feel that. A lot of people there are ratchet for good reasons. But I think it's very interesting how people are trying to argue for Christianity and argue for this and argue for that. And it's just complete polarity. And a lot of people do not understand that reality is polarity, and human behavior just responds to that. For example, the stock market. The stock market's responding to what the Fed cut, and so are jobs. People are losing hours. People are losing money. So that's what's happening right now. But that's not part of the argument. What a part of the argument is
Wait. Before you get to what part, why did you bring that up?
Go ahead.
I just want to know why are you bringing that up? Because I thought we were getting somewhere with the stock market, and I was hoping we were heading into a great direction, like pointing out that the stock market's a terrible basis upon which to define if companies are successful and whether or not the economy is good. I'm curious why you brought it up.
Inflation. It's room for inflation, of course.
Okay.
But it's also a place for people that already have money to get percentage back. Now that it only benefits people that already have money. And sure, Republicans love that. The Republicans love that. I'm a Republican, sure, whatever. But
it also incentivizes good small companies to head toward a way in which they no longer innovate. They just chase more money. Because if you as a business want to expand and grow, but going public has to be one of your ultimate goals. And then as far as going public goes, it no longer matters whether or not you're profitable. It matters whether you're more or less profitable than the quarter prior.
Company. You can't go public if you have $50 million lying around. You can't be public. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't be fucking public unless you're beyond a small company. You're fucking bullshitting.
I don't know what you're just
like literally.
What are you taking issue with? What are you saying right now?
What I'm trying to say is that people argue for capitalism, socialism. It's all fucking bullshit. I'm saying that you're bullshitting. All the rest of the people on the fucking phone calls were bullshitting because they're connected with emotions that are going to connect them with failure. Sure, failure wins us the war. But those emotions
I think a moment ago you were telling me the bullshit I was saying about the stock market, and then you claimed I said something I never said. So I do agree that there's some bullshit happening on the phone, but I don't think it's where you think it is.
Benefit, but don't benefit from the stock market. Now,
I'm sorry. What did I say?
Say that because of the complexity of the stock market.
I'm sorry. What did I say?
What I'm trying to
repeat that again. Repeat that again.
Move on.
No, Kirill.
You're too slow. Move on.
Kirill, repeat again what you said I said. Your audio is terrible. It's nothing about speed.
No, you're too slow. Move on. You're too slow. It's not my fault that you're too slow.
Kirill, I've muted you because you have to be handheld because you're acting like a fucking baby. So Kirill, your audio is horrible, and I was speaking when you began speaking. So what I was asking you to do was repeat clearly what you said I said, because what I heard you say was definitely not a point I made. So I was giving you a chance to clarify in case it was because of the bad audio. If it's not because of the bad audio, and I did catch what you said, you both calling what's coming out of my bullshit and now calling me slow. I love irony more than almost anything in the world, and I will just sit within it. Now I will unmute you. You don't get to choose where the call goes, by the way. You're here as our guest. So now you can either repeat yourself or you can bail the fuck out. I don't give a shit.
What I'm trying to say is that it's bullshit that you're saying that the stock market doesn't benefit the economy while benefiting the economy. It does none. Neither
So,
does
Kirill,
the
that
Federal
wasn't the
Reserve,
point I made.
which powers the stock market.
Kirill, that wasn't the point I made. The point I made was that the stock market is a terrible way to measure the economy, and it actually fucks over small businesses, the things that Republicans think that they are for. And ultimately, because small businesses that want to grow need to also aim to eventually to be on the stock market, even a company that has the potential to be good will be destined for failure because of the way the stock market measures success or not. I don't think you are actually capable of grasping that concept, and that's why you repeated it wrong.
No, it's a lack of communication. So
well, I said all the words, but maybe you were too slow.
You're trying to slide in. You're trying to slide in a small comment, which is trying to downplay my ability to process what is going on, and I could process it well. Thank you very much, sir. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the problem.
Kirill, it's weird that you're shitting on the idea of sliding in something small. Please go on.
Go ahead. If you want to interrupt me, go ahead. But what I'm trying to explain here is the fundamental problem of America and the two sides fighting over. For example, you're trying to get your point in while I'm trying to say something even more important than what you're even fathoming. The two sides fighting over bullshit is the reason why America is not getting to the real solution. The stock market is just the real solution? Symptom.
Don't use the word final when you describe it.
Create a real mixed economy. Socialism and capitalism can exist simultaneously within a dynamic. We do have a mixed economy, but it's not true. That's the problem with this economy. That's the problem with the human dynamic.
Are quite literally diametrically opposed ideals. They physically cannot exist together.
Yeah. The closest you get to it is that capitalism, when it continues to fail, tries to borrow from socialism, and then is destined to fuck up again because it doesn't finish the job. It puts Band-Aids on bleeding wounds.
The term mixed economy is an incorrect term.
Okay, I'm going to let you finish. You finished?
Yeah. No. The term mixed economy is a term that the term mixed economy is an incoherent term that doesn't mean anything. Socialism and capitalism quite literally are opposites. That's like saying, we need to have a mix of both negative and positive numbers. We need to have a mix of
You're acting like we cannot be humans and adapt to new policies and changes. You're acting like a monkey.
Kirill,
you're
what is
talking like a monkey. Are you a monkey? Capitalism is getting capital. Getting capital off of anyone else.
Kirill,
that's how slavery happens.
Hey, Kirill, have you seen the screen? Do you know, have you actually seen the people you're talking to, or did you somehow call the number?
No, I've seen you guys. And, one of you guys have a cat ear on your headphone. I think it's retarded, but if you think it's cute, go ahead. But what I'm trying to say is that what is limiting America and the human. What I'm trying to say is that
you define capitalism incorrectly.
You keep on interrupting me.
Yes, because you define
me. Okay, I'm good. By the way, what I'm trying to say, this is why the argument keeps on going, because you're trying to make a point in that doesn't fucking matter. Because what I'm trying to fucking say is that wait, you're not gonna fucking interrupt me, because sir, you can control the call. You can.
Wait, I can literally interrupt you like that. Look, you're interrupted, muted, boom, bada bing, bada boom. You're gonna say I'm not gonna interrupt you. It's just gonna make me interrupt you. That's like, if you did it on purpose, you successfully reverse psychology'd me, but we know that you don't have the foresight and patience to try reverse psychology. Not when your psychology is doing backflips. I did like earlier that you said, I'm going to let you finish. And you said the thing about sliding in something small. And I like to combine it in my head. Do you always let people finish first when you slide in something small? Sorry, there's no rules now because you literally asked a black guy if he was a monkey. So, that's where we are. Fucking Christ. Let's see if we should go with Kirill. Go ahead. You choose one to unmute.
Before he even gets back, capitalism is not just when you get capital. Capitalism and socialism Yes, capitalism and socialism are literally two. It's like saying I have cold hot. Jimmy, have you ever had cold hot?
Babe, do you want to socialize later? I think that'll make us socialists. If capitalism is when you capital.
Oh my God.
Hang on. I want to try something. I'm going to draw an alphabet here. A, B, C, big D, E, F. Hey, I'm going to unmute you here, Kirill, and I hope you can see the screen here. Okay. Hey, I hope you can see the screen here. You're now unmuted. I've got some letters up here. Would you say that the letter D is a capitalist because it's capitalized? Oh man, it's doing the upside down thing. See, there's a little a, little b, little c. If we're just making up what capitalism is, the D is a capitalist.
Okay, I'm going to go because this conversation is too intelligent for you to even
Sir,
be patient.
You asked a black guy if he was a monkey and you want to talk about intelligence, Kirill?
You incorrectly defined capitalism.
Because you're not patient. You're not patient.
You incorrectly defined capitalism. You said the incorrect definition of what capitalism is.
Go ahead and define capitalism again, Kirill. Let's see if you can get it right.
It was first introduced by this French person that was writing the book called Capital. So that's where it came from. If you want to know.
Richard Engels, they did not invent capitalism.
But
remember when he called us the R word?
If you will let me finish, sir. If you will let me finish.
No, okay, go ahead and slide in your little thing.
I am going to say that it is both sides. It is the manipulation of Christians by being capitalized off of Israel. That is what's happening right now. And that's why I've been trying to point out. It's not Christians being controlling this country. It's them controlling this country for Israel. That's what both sides are not understanding. And that's why I'm calling you monkeys. That's why I'm calling the other Christians that are on this line monkeys, because you do not understand how everyone's getting capitalized. That is the fucking system. And that's
Kirill,
why we cannot integrate socialism. That's why Bernie Sanders is not being listened to. That's why I'm not being listened to. That's why we're being called fools.
Kirill, you said
want to integrate humanity with Christianity. We're being called fools.
Hey, Kirill.
We're being called fools.
You said capitalism was invented by the French. You were wrong.
Hey, Kirill, what's the definition of capitalism now that we've gotten past your rant that if we let go too much longer would have definitely gone anti-Semitic? What's the definition of capitalism?
Like I said before, if you weren't slow, I said it's getting capital off of someone and the system of it.
I'm sorry. You think that a definition can? You think that a good definition? You think that a good definition can include the word, the same word?
Another person. Getting
gardening is when you garden.
Money.
Gardenism is when garden in the system of gardening.
Yeah, that's also just an incorrect definition of capitalism.
It's terrible.
So then explain to me how did black people become the so and so the person that paid for the check for America to exist? How does that happen? If fucking capitalism is not used to capital off of other people, that's how capitalism is corrupt, because it doesn't have socialism to measure it. It doesn't have socialism to fucking balance it.
Would you mind simplifying, because we're as you said, we're monkeys. Would you mind simplifying your wide hang on, Kirill. Would you mind simplifying your question that started then? Kirill, would you mind simplifying and re-asking your question that started with, then how did black people? We're too dumb. How did black people what? Would you simplify it?
How did black people, if let me finish. Give me like 30 seconds. How did black people end up footing the bill for America existing if capitalism is not capitalizing off of other people? If that's not the system? You're tripping. You're absolutely tripping.
He went from footing the bill to writing the check. Do you remember he said, how did they write the check for America to exist? And now he's saying foot the bill, but we're the one who are slow.
It's not only because of that. It's because white people and black people, there's been an economic race since the beginning. And capitalism, what it's done, it's shot the black man in the knee while the white man has time to put a bear trap in front of the black man while he has a chance to heal. And that was all the fucking towns that were attacked by white riots. Now tell me that's not true.
Kirill.
What?
Nobody is arguing with you. Jesus Christ. Nobody's arguing with you that black people.
I don't care. I'm trying to Americans, whoever listening, that we need to get a centralized idea of this.
All right, I muted Kirill again since he's continuing to talk over you and not letting you finish the point. So Kirill, once again muted because you can't help yourself.
So nobody is disagreeing that black people have had a tough lot in life. I'm black, my G. You think I don't know what my people have gone through? You think
I don't understand the black experience, Kirill?
Yeah. Sorry. Jimmy is going to give you a detailed list of black history in a little bit. But the point I was making is that capitalism is not just when you capitalize on someone. People capitalized on others and stole their wealth under feudalism, and feudalism is not capitalism. Capitalism is the ability to own private property. It's the privatization of the means of production. Socialism is the public ownership of the means of production. You can't have both. Either means of production is privatized or it's public. It can't be both. So your claim that, like, when people tell me we should have a mixed economy, I look at them like they're telling me we should have a hot cold. You can't have both of those things. Just blanket. Now, Jimmy, please tell us how Martin Luther King single-handedly saved black people.
Now, so first of all, Harriet Tubman was Adam's first wife, and they had Cain and Abel was able to make peanut butter with Frederick Douglass. And Frederick Douglass has a cool, is named Frederick. Right? We don't think about Frederick enough. What are you talking about, George Washington and Carver? I can't tell if that's part. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was part of the bit or if you actually got. I couldn't tell if like I made the mistake. I slipped up in a previous episode, and now I'm committing to it.
Okay.
What's important is that we now today can come together and recognize that Obama was a great basketball player. I think I nailed that, right?
Obama was actually in Space Jam. I don't know if you know this. It was Bugs Bunny and Obama, not Michael Jordan.
Yeah. So anyway, now we'll unmute Kirill now that I've educated him at the level he's been educating us. Go ahead, Kirill. You can slide something small in.
I don't know about Obama being good at basketball, but I know that he was very proud of his hit list. So I'll just say that.
Proud of the hit list. What of like?
Well, the Obama administration was very proud of their hit list because. No, I'm talking about.
Oh, so not the people they actually did murder.
Threats. Yes.
You're talking what?
So. I'm talking. Well, that's just something that went through my head when you said that. Now, now that we fundamentally understand.
Krill, did we land on the moon?
Where we're at. Did we land on the moon? I'm not going to answer that because that's too politically volatile. But what I am going to say.
No, it's pretty easy. It's not too politically volatile. You can just say yes or no. Did we land on the moon?
I'm not going to fight the debate.
Did we land on the moon in 1969?
It does not relate with our argument. Now move on.
Kirill, how could you know? You don't know where I'm going to take it from there. Kirill, did we land on the moon in 1969?
You're gonna go into some conspiracy theory that doesn't make any fucking sense without any fucking evidence to fucking prove it. Now go on.
Oh wait. So why not just say, yes, we went to the moon in 1969?
Because there's contrary evidence. Move on.
Oh, there is? Okay, you're right. We'll move on. What shape do you think the Earth is? A, flat.
I don't know.
B,
do you think reality can hold hot and cold together? Is that like a hard concept to you?
I'll answer after you answer mine. What shape is the Earth? What shapes the Earth?
I don't know. It looks pretty round to me. How about you? Does it look flat?
Like spherical round, or what do you mean by round? Is it an oblate spheroid, or is it like a disc?
I don't know. How about your big fucking fat round head? How about that?
My big fat fucking round head?
You think I'm losing my grip on my own argument? But I want to let you know that your little sly remarks doesn't help your argument. It makes you look and sound even dumber, and that's the point that pisses me off. Because you want to know something? You don't care about this argument, and I'm gonna go. And what I want to say is, God bless America.
That's fine.
God bless you. God bless the black man. Thank you for understanding. But what I am trying to say is, if you will, don't interrupt me. If you will,
wait, I might interrupt you. What if I interrupt you? Because you said you're going to rage quit. You said you're going to rage quit as soon as I stop talking. Hey, Kirill, how many minutes do you need to make your final point? Kirill, how many minutes do you need to make your final point? Okay, great. Go ahead and start now. Ah, damn it, I dropped them. Well, that was an ordeal. That was an ordeal. Can you imagine melting down like that when asked what shape is the Earth?
I more can't handle capitalism is when you have capital.
Yeah. God bless the black man, though. God bless the black man.
He's a monkey, but also he's a monkey. Don't forget that part.
Don't forget the equality. He eventually said I was a monkey too.
True. You know what?
That's
equal opportunity monkeys.
We don't even need DEI anymore. He thinks we're both monkeys. That's the show. Go watch Forrest and Justin from Deconstruction Zone. Thank you, Jovan, for being.
If you like this debate and you want to see more debates like this, head over to the Lines page at QAnon Line or Jimmy Snow on the Line at Jimmy Snow.